AJ?
Yeah. Alright, so, hi everybody. We're still doing, like, a wrestling, sort of who's better in a sense, and we're going to come up with a few arguments. We're going to pick some crazy wrestlers throughout history, and we're going to see if we can debate about them.
That's right.
Okay, so we'll do this round versus AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, versus
Triple H.
The lame.
Again.
Triple H. Okay, so I'll start with AJ Styles because I'm a big fan of TNA wrestling, and this guy is amazing. He's phenomenal. Oh man, if there was ever a top 10 cruiserweight in the world, AJ Styles would be it. Just a huge assortment of moves, excellent technique, style, and excellent matchups with guys like Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, and people throughout the world. Yeah, he was even in the WWE once. He had an excellent match with the Hurricane.
Only once?
Oh, yeah.
One match.
Oh, yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, he wanted to be able to survive the politics. But Triple H is his boss. Of course he's going to be on top.
Triple H wasn't in the company at the time.
But he's always in the company.
Not when AJ Styles was there.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't a politician. He was doing the Hunter Hearst Helmsley thing.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
Exactly. So when was AJ?
Well, when was Hurricane in there?
I don't know, 99, 2002?
Yeah, 2001, and that's when he fought the Hurricane.
Okay. Well,
yeah, it was pretty much just a dark match, but it was a very good match, actually.
Yeah, the Vertebreaker was good.
Yeah, so AJ, he can go to the top rope, he can do the 450 splash, tons of excellent maneuvers, excellent in the ring. He was like the first Grand Slam champion for TNA Wrestling. He's been there for like 10 years, still going strong to this day. Just an amazing wrestler altogether. I've always get excited to see his matches. Just amazing, excellent, total package of a wrestler. And, what's your argument?
Okay, my argument is that Triple H, starts off in WCW, and he gets let go or whatever. He comes over to WWE, and he does the whole thing. He's got the sled on his arm. He's doing all the elegant stuff. He's still doing the pedigree. He ends up doing the smartest thing for himself to push himself right to the top, and that's fucking the daughter of the owner of the company. He becomes a member of DX and all that process with Shawn Michaels. He doesn't even get fired for doing what he probably would have gotten fired for, where hugging Nash and Hall in that SummerSlam match before they took off to WCW for Sting money. Anyways, we'll back on Triple H here. Here's the guy that went from being like a mid-card wrestler, like fighting The Rock, who you also said is a total package, and gone right to the top. He's going to be inheriting the company. The company. Inheriting the company. This guy has, This guy has, awesome matches with the likes of The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold. One of Stone Cold's best matches was with Triple H in the 2 or 3 falls. Can you argue that? No. See how silent he is? He knows I'm stating true facts, and he has nothing to go against.
Okay, so you want me to go against? Yeah?
Okay.
You had to put an asterisk behind all those accomplishments because, he screwed the daughter. So he probably wouldn't have got all this fame, all this attention if he didn't screw his daughter because he's not good enough on his own. He's just a basic generic wrestler 101. Oh, he's big and he can do like a Hardy race knee and...
So are you saying his matches with Shawn Michaels at the 2002 SummerSlam, he couldn't have done that well if he wasn't married to Stephanie McMahon? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that he's overrated, and Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, and people like that, they had to carry him. He's just a basic wrestler.
So how can a basic wrestler take over the company?
Because he married the daughter.
Well, why come the company's not going to Shane McMahon? Anyways.
He married the daughter. He basically just got in the family just because...
He saw an opportunity and he milked it. Bottom line.
yeah, there's that asterisk again because he's not a legitimate wrestler. He didn't, get to the top like an AJ Styles, Rock, or Austin based on his pure talent. No, he had to screw the daughter, and that's how he got his championships, and that's how he's able to keep his championships. Like, I can think of all the different campaigns that he had with like Booker T, Kane, and
okay, that whole Kane thing, that thing was bullshit.
Yeah, because it was a terrible angle he did with the whole Katie Vick, and that pretty much killed the Attitude Era.
Do we know that was Triple H's idea, though?
Pretty much, yeah, it was.
You know that for a fact.
Because they wanted to do some controversial and edgy, and Triple H was pretty much in the pockets of the writers. So, I want to do this, I'm the game. You better do this because I seen it on TV, CSI, and man, we'll get huge ratings because of it. Oh, okay. It ended up being really stupid, so we'll just blame Kane. I want to keep my title anyways. Yeah, I'm not going to lose my title, by the way. I'm the game. Yeah. I'm fucking the daughter, so you better not change any angles. And you better make me look good. Or AJ Styles, holy crap, this guy puts his body on the line all night. He's basically put TNA on the map because of his exciting matches. You actually watch AJ Styles match, it's just so enthralling the way he maneuvers in the ring, tries different submissions, goes to the top rope. This guy breaks his back, his knees, his elbows, and everything just to entertain the fans, and it's so exciting.
Okay,
Who could forget?
Whoa.
Yeah.
All wrestlers put their bodies on the line to entertain the fans. That's what they're there for. So you can't just signal out AJ Styles as the only one. And
I'm not saying
exciting matches.
I'm saying that he's more exciting than Triple H. And can you deny that? Or you never seen that AJ Styles?
I have seen AJ Styles, and I'll admit because of his size difference between him and Triple H, he's able to put on better matches and high-flying matches.
Mm-hmm.
But if he put AJ Styles against like a Shawn Michaels, that would be awesome. AJ Styles versus Undertaker, probably not so much because of the different size. Mm-hmm. It would be like Undertaker took on Rey Mysterio again. It's just the way I see it. But anyways, Triple H is a multiple-time world champion. More titles than AJ Styles. You can't argue that because of the situation.
Yeah, because he fucks the daughter.
And for AJ Styles, it's just game over.
Okay, I can't think of a better point because here he's Mr. Stephanie McMahon, and he can't lose his belt because he doesn't want to. Like, I can think of that WrestleMania match he had with Booker T. He was pretty much playing the whole racist gimmick where, here Booker, you went to jail and all that because you're black, and just this whole heel tactics, getting cheap heat. And it was a perfect setup for Booker T to win the championship, have the big hero, having one of the biggest stars in WCW win the title over the big heelish Triple H at WrestleMania. But did Booker T win that match? No. Triple H wanted to put him over because he's greedy, he's selfish, and he wanted to keep the title for another week. And filled with guys like Kevin Nash, which was another lackluster match. Yeah, remember that one? Yeah, that was terrible.
I will agree there. I think Booker T should have won that match.
He has like countless bad feuds, and pretty much when The Rock and Austin were lighting the WWE on fire, here Triple H is killing it with dull storylines, generic wrestling, and he's just like so repetitive. I am the game, and I'm gonna play it. And yeah, watch, because I'm really gonna beat you up. I'm the game. Ric Flair, be my bitch. AJ Styles, he says all of his actions in the ring.
Okay, let me ask you this though. With all the light wrestlers, like the cruiserweight styles, like the Justin Gabriel and the Tyson Kidd, if AJ Styles is in his career for in TNA for 10 years, how come if he's so good and phenomenal, how come WJ's not offering him a contract?
Oh, they actually did offer him a contract, but AJ Styles turned it down because he knew, because WCW, and yeah, he was actually in WCW. He's starting to make a name for himself there. But in the WWE, they're always looking for the big guys, the big muscle, steroid guys, kind of like a Triple H. Yep. Oh, Rey Mysterio is like the exception. And what, they took the belt off him never been world champion. But yeah, in TNA, he could actually perform at his level. He can actually fight the guys he wanted to fight, like the small Joes.
Like the big guys, like Bret Hart, big guys, and Shawn Michaels, big guys. They can't be world champion.
No, what I'm getting at is that in TNA, he can wrestle guys like Christopher Daniels, bigger guys like Abyss. Like, I actually remember AJ Styles was able to get Abyss, who's like 350 pounds, in the Styles class, which is amazing feat of strength. And yeah, you just get exciting matches like that. Hardcore wrestler, multiple, ladder match winner, especially in like
Triple
the
H
Ultimate.
had ladder matches too, so.
Yeah, boring ones.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
It's been elimination chamber matches.
Yeah, again, he's pretty much handed those wins.
What are you talking about? Shawn Michaels beat him for the title. How's he handed that win?
Well, think about the one with Goldberg in it, where Triple H just hands him a hammer and boom, you killed all the momentum Goldberg had because he was pretty much undefeated at that point. Goldberg loses, and here Triple H pretty much wins another big match because they don't want to put the belt on Goldberg. And again, it's just a politics of Triple H. Triple H wins all these matches because of stupid politics. Where AJ Styles, he wins all his matches because of heart, determination, and he's a little guy in a big man's world, and he's winning world titles. Like, I think he's like one of the smallest wrestlers ever to win a world championship. You think of guys like Mysterio, he paved the way for guys like Mysterio because in TNA wrestling, he won the world championship early on with his manager Vince Russo, and he sort of got bitten by the politics with Jeff Jarrett and all that because he was the head of the company, but he risen up to the ranks. He's still going strong where Jeff Jarrett is rarely seen TNA wrestling anymore, and he still have exciting matches. Even though he lost to Christopher Daniels on his last pay-per-view, people are still talking about AJ Styles, still saying about, he still got it, you still got it, you still got it. And he's still involved with a lot of cool storylines. Yeah, I know a lot of people disagree with the whole Claire Lynch storyline, saying that was kind of cheesy, but it brought in good ratings for TNA. And basically WWE.
Since it had good ratings.
Yeah, TNA. Yeah. WCW or WWE pretty much copied that storyline with AJ and John Cena. So they're always copying from AJ Styles.
Are you saying that WWE is copying TNA, but TNA never copies WWE? Because you can't really say that. They copy each other all the time.
Well, when's the last time
I don't watch a lot of TNA wrestling, obviously. But
so you got no proof.
One example is when they got that guy dressed up like Vince McMahon. And he's like, oh, I like cock. Here's this chicken there. I like cock. You're fired. So don't say they don't copy, because everybody copies everybody else.
Well, that's because they're going to show a tape.
And if TNA is so good with AJ Styles and the whole other and the rest of the company, when TNA guys go over to WWE, they get buried. But when
of course they get buried.
But when WWE guys go over to TNA, they get world championships. Because TNA, besides AJ Styles, including AJ Styles, has no talent.
Oh, that's bull. Because TNA, they have all the good wrestlers in there, and of course they're going to get buried in the Big E because they have such huge egos that of course they're going to look down on these wrestlers.
How come TNA doesn't do the same thing when they bring TNA guys? Look at Christian. He came over, boom, world champion. RVD came over, boom, world champion. Jeff Hardy came over, boom, world champion.
Yeah, and they pretty much went there on their own accord. Jeff Hardy, he wasn't a contracted wrestler for WWE
he was when still he went WWE to TNA. Guy, though.
Yeah, he left on his own accord. He
So
actually,
did Christian.
yeah, because a team, yeah, WWE, you always get pushed. You don't get the proper push that these guys deserve. You know, you gotta think why Jeff Hardy left, why Christian left. They left the WWE. They didn't get fired. Yeah, and they actually made it big in TNA because they didn't have to deal with guys like the
Jeff
politics
Hardy,
of
2
Triple
weeks after
H.
Jeff Hardy left, what happened? They raided his house and he went to jail. 2 weeks after they let him go.
Still, yeah, TNA will actually build a better wrestling career for you.
Oh, another guy, Kurt Angle, boom, world champion.
Yeah, another guy who left WWE because of Triple H's politics.
Well, they never got along anyway. Can't get along with everybody. That's just the way the world is.
Oh,
Which is
you
why we're
gotta
having
think
a
that
debate.
Triple H is greedy.
I'm not saying he's not. But when you're in the big time, I'd rather be, as those other guys say, the big fish in the big pond than a big fish in a small pond.
But you gotta admit that business sort of dropped off when Triple H became the big fish or the top dog because he wasn't nearly as charismatic as The Rock. He was just a generic wrestler 101. Where here,
You met Austin,
AJ
right?
Styles works for a company TNA. They didn't even know that they were going to get off the ground. They thought this wrestling promotion isn't even going to last a year or anything. And they put the title on AJ Styles. They're getting word of mouth. Here this guy is really talented. Does a wide assortment of
When was
moves.
the last time he was world champion?
He's world champion about 2 years ago. I think he lost it to RVD. But he was a pretty big name when he was ever champion. Especially when Flair was with him and everything. He was part of the new Four Horsemen. Or Fortune, I should say. Yeah. So he's just a great wrestler overall. Not a great talker or anything. But when you see AJ Styles match...
Where Triple H can talk.
Oh, big deal. He can talk. I'd rather see AJ wrestle than Triple H do his boring monologue. Again, it's monotone
Are you saying you would
monologue.
rather not see Triple H wrestle than see AJ Styles on a mic?
Yeah, I'd rather see AJ Styles, period, because Triple H is so boring to me. Oh, I'm the game, and if you don't like me, no problem. I'll just have to fuck Stephanie, and she's going to put me on TV anyways. I am the game, I am so lame, I'm going to do everything the same. Where AJ Styles is just phenomenal, and he's earned that moniker.
And Triple H doesn't earn the Cerebral Assassin.
Oh,
He was
he's the cerebral.
With the sledgehammer.
What?
With the sledgehammer, he was hitting everybody with that sledgehammer.
Ooh, he knows how to use a hammer. Argument over.
That's right, I win.
Where AJ Styles knows how to use tables, ladders, chairs, the whole shebang. You can see AJ Styles in a ladder match or a King of the Mountain match, Ultimate X match, and it's great.
Well, of course you're not going to see Triple H in Ultimate match.
Because he would suck.
Because WWE doesn't have Ultimate X matches. He's been in
Because
ladder
he's
matches.
too big and too bulky and can
He's
barely
had
move.
the table matches.
Yeah, he had some bad groin issues,
He still knows how to
bad
use a table.
knees.
How come they don't have Hell in a Cell in TNA?
They have that red cage.
Oh, the red cage. Stand back, everybody.
Yeah.
It's the red cage.
Yeah, which AJ Styles could do awesome matching. Where Triple H would just stand around on the ground, just looking up.
Because Triple H is not a high flyer.
Yeah, he can't barely do anything.
If AJ was on the ground all the time and Triple H was a high flyer, you'd be like, oh, AJ Styles is so much better because he's always on the ground. That's pretty much what your argument is.
Yeah, AJ Styles can do it all. And Triple H is just a ground-based fighter, and it's kind of lame.
So you're saying Undertaker's lame?
Undertaker can do a lot more. I actually seen Undertaker do a top rope poncho move.
Alright.
Okay, so
anyways,
yeah, vote for your favorites. Do you agree with Jason? Do you agree with me? Or do you think I'm just phenomenal and Jay is just...
your comments down below. Who's better, Triple H or AJ Styles?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, see you all later. Phenomenal.
Again.